Welcome back to
another
episode
of
KIMSLIE.
No, we're not doing an ASMR video.
As we're making more KIMSLIE videos, we realized that we don't really have many things about being a streamer. We think that that's a really popular topic these days. A lot of people want to be streamers, whether it's on Twitch, YouTube, maybe here actually, or Facebook, etc.
Now,
I think a lot of people can relate to us on this. People who want to become streamers can watch this as well.
We'll make another video on streamer tips in the future. This is more of like perspective and like pros and cons of being a streamer.
We've been full-time streamers for about 1 or 2 years now.
It's been a while.
Got the gist of things going on, so we hope that you guys can learn something from this.
Alright, so we're gonna kind of do a similar style to our last video. Pros, and then cons, pros, cons, you know, just that. You wanna start?
Hey, I'll start with pro. I'm sure all of us can identify with this one, is traveling and meeting new people. Usually I would only travel with my parents, which is fun and all. There's something exciting about traveling with friends, meeting people, going to conventions, tournaments and stuff, and just seeing a bunch of people that do the same things as you do. And I mean, we even met each other through streaming. It's pretty awesome.
On to one of my pros. This is one Kimmy will agree with. The bigger one is streamers, we get to run our own schedule.
Run our own business.
I think a lot of people don't understand that. We have to be our own accountants, our own managers. I mean, it's everything that a business has, a streamer kind of has to do it, but we do it ourselves.
People think that streaming is literally just turning on a button. Maybe as a hobbyist.
Yeah.
It's like, if you take YouTube for example, being a YouTuber is like, you know, just uploading a video onto YouTube. But once it becomes a full-time commitment, you have to be thinking about income, you have to be thinking about paying bills, you have to be thinking about hiring people to do things that you can't, such as maybe graphic designers or like editors if you need to find an editor. Not every YouTuber is born an editor, right? We don't know what the heck we're doing on YouTube. What are we doing here?
I don't know. We found a hobby for our job. Streaming was our hobby and now YouTube's our hobby.
Oh, that's another good point. Finding a hobby is a really important thing, because a lot of streamers became streamers because streaming and gaming or whatever they do on stream is their hobby. So if you knock out both of your hobbies at once, then where's your hobby? Once your hobby becomes your job, you go kind of cray-cray.
Yes.
But yeah, scheduling.
There's nobody to tell you like when to go live. There's no like specific consequence. You wake up late, it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna call my boss, I'm so screwed. It's just like you wake up and you're like, oh, well, I'm gonna stream in a couple hours, let me get ready.
It's awesome.
It's great. Like, it's as great as it sounds.
Yeah, not having an alarm clock at night, the only thing you have to worry about is not waking up at 5 p.m.
Oh, it's actually the greatest. No one's gonna tell you when to go live, when to not go live. You run your own schedule entirely, so this is like a really big pro. But I mean, it's also it can be a really big con, because you can technically like always be streaming. Like you can always be working.
Always be working. Yeah. A very bad mentality to have as a streamer is, oh, every time I'm live, I'm putting in work. That's a really self-destructive mentality to have as a streamer, because that means that every second you're not streaming, you're stressed out about not streaming.
Yeah.
A lot of people have weekends, vacations, days off of their work. For us, it can get extremely overwhelming.
We've both like had that self-destructive mentality, and you see a lot of streamers like post about anxiety or pushing themselves too hard or not being able to handle the stress anymore, and this is, I think, the root of it. It's like the fact that they can be working at all times and then they're not, or they take a vacation or a weekend off and they're like, oh, I wasn't streaming, and they just harp on themselves for not like working enough. The way we deal with it, I think it's really healthy. We like spend a lot of time together, but we have a set amount of hours, like a goal we want to hit per month. You know, it doesn't kind of matter how we distribute that as long as we hit that, and I think that's really...
Yeah. I mean, I think like, I still struggle from it a lot. Yeah. There are days where I just want to stream so badly, but...
everything seems to be in your way.
I just end up not streaming. But technically, to the community and to the people watching me, they just see me not streaming. So then they're like, oh, she just took a day off. That's cool, she just wanted to relax. But in reality, that day was full of stressing out, preparing to stream, about to go live, but remembering you have other obligations or something stopping you from going live at that moment. Because streaming is like, you know, a live job. You have to be there, and you're not always mentally okay to be there. Sometimes you're like, not in the mood.
But that's also why it's like so hard to have like a stream schedule. Streaming isn't just like a desk job, like where you can just go in and whatever, look at data. You are the entertainer. Everyone's looking at you. It's a different kind of job. It's a different kind of work. It stresses us out mentally.
Which leads me to like, you know, one of my cons, you already said it, but anxiety, living up to expectations. even living up to the expectation of your last stream, living up to expectations of future streams, making sure every stream is good. But I think that's a problem that a lot of content creators have. Don't get us wrong though, we might be like saying a lot of cons.
Oh, we have, yeah.
But the pros, like, I think it's just easier to talk about cons because talking about pros make us feel kind of guilty. Talking about all, like how great our jobs are.
We don't have any alarm. We do whatever we want.
Our jobs are amazing. This video is to tell you guys mostly the cons, because you guys see the pros.
Yeah.
For the most part, you guys are.
Everyone assumes they're like the pros.
And for the most part, you guys are right. But you guys think our pros aren't pros for us. Oh. So one pro that I really benefited from is gain of confidence. I used to have a lot of insecurities before going into streaming. You can either take it one of two ways. One is you kind of let that set you back, or you can just freaking charge through your insecurities and realize that everyone loves you for your insecurities and that people love you for being you, and the more you're you in front of people, they'll like you more. And when people genuinely love you and support you for being you, that is like the biggest confidence boost.
Even when you started like 2 years ago, today, I remember like how much lower your confidence level was. It's gone way up. Like the problems that you would come to me about before and then now, like they're just completely different. Yeah, but there was a bunch of confidence issues like at the beginning, and I had them too. Public speaking skills, just being like comfortable, like just talking.
Yeah, just talking.
It's not even a worry if it's like, oh, you need to speak in front of I mean, it's a slight one, but like compared to what it used to be, like, I mean, we better know how to talk in front of people.
We're better. Well, we ain't gonna pay bills this month.
Yeah. Pro of mine, streaming as like a creative outlet. The fact that we can stream whatever we want for the most part. I mean, we do primarily stick to gaming just because like it's fun. But like for me, I'm a singer, and so it's been all my life, like growing up, I've wanted to like use singing for something and post little covers here and there. But like to like have a community of people who actually like sing, you know, we want to hear it, and like to actually just try different things, not be afraid to mess up. I just become so much more confident. There's so much room for creativity and things we want to do. It's just
literally like during Christmas, me, Leslie, and Jamie, our other friend, did 3 Christmas streams, setting up Christmas trees, making cookies,
gingerbread house,
nothing related to gaming at all. But you guys loved it, and it was amazing.
Good memories.
Streaming makes good memories. Creative outlet, literally our stream embodies everything we want it to be, because it's ours. Nobody else is in charge of what's seen on our stream for the most part except for us.
Aww.
Because streaming technically isn't content creation, it's more like filming you live, but it's like nobody wants to see somebody who's just doing nothing, you know? You have to like actually like plan things and like make it entertaining, create a community behind your stream, which is another pro.
Oh yeah, and that one goes into one of my cons. It kind of goes into a con of mine. The fact that streaming is live, right? You don't know who the heck is gonna come in your stream. You don't really have control over it. You have people who walk in your stream and they'll be like, you look ugly.
Yeah, and it's like they pick out anything.
Anything wrong with your face?
Yeah, like they're like, oh, your side profile is it's like really weird. Does anybody else think that?
Yeah, or your makeup's like really bad.
Did she gain weight? Yeah, like, she's terrible at the game. Why do you guys even watch her?
Why does she even try? Content creators deal with this in general too, but to have to deal with it live. Like you can't just be like, ah! You have to like keep composed. Shout out to our mods for dealing with it. There's people out there like trying to DDoS us or hack into our, I don't know.
That happened to me once.
Yeah, I dealt with DDoSing. We both like been there. I had someone make like an account with my phone number in it. And I got like 5 phone calls, no 20, I don't know, so many phone calls in a row. I'm just holding my phone, smiling on stream while like this random guy has my phone number, right? And I'm just like, anyways guys, you know, I'm like, what do I do?
But that brings me into a pro community, the community you form through your stream. Every streamer can 100% agree with me on this one. The community is like the backbone for your stream. You can be doing the most like outrageous things on stream, but if there's no one there to watch you or care about it, then it doesn't really have the effect you want it to have. It gives you as a streamer people to keep you company during stream, to egg you on, to make you excited. They They make memes for you. They troll you. They make you laugh.
Community is like the biggest part about it. The biggest part for streaming, like the biggest pro. It's not just a community of like viewers, it's also a community of like fellow streamers.
Oh,
like,
yes.
gosh, like that's like, we got to meet each other. We got to meet like some of our best friends in the world because of streaming. Fellow content creators, yeah, just streamers.
I don't know how people do content creation of any form without a community.
Yeah.
Like, how did YouTubers do it back in the day without friends? Like,
they find, yeah,
it blows my mind.
Yeah, like collabing, because that's literally what keeps us going. Is like you guys, like our fellow friends, we're pushing each other up, and like we want each other to succeed. We want each other, like literally, we come to stream every single day, and then there's like you guys there, keeping us like high energy,
keeping us grateful and motivated, and coming back for more, wanting to create more content for you out of us just wanting to, because you guys are so good to us. Yeah. We legit like want to give you guys more content, which brings me kind of to a pro-con. I think this is more leaning towards con though, is knowing streaming is rather temporary. As much as we love streaming, we love pushing out content, if we want to keep streaming for as long as we can, we have to push out from like all different directions. We have to reach out to different people and companies constantly. It's not as easy as just pressing start stream. You have to constantly be pushing out content, connections, friendships, everything from all sides to keep this afloat. Also because since we are live streamers, every emotion that we feel is live. So if we're stressed out beyond belief about not being able to pay bills, not being able to, you know, keep streaming a viable source of income, then, you know, it'll affect our stream. It'll make us very upset and sad and tilted and, you know, and you guys won't like to see that side of us either. So in order for us to keep streaming as long as we can, we do need to also be pushing out, you know, that's why we're here on YouTube. So you guys can have other content to enjoy just in case we're not streaming, you know?
It's scary. That's like like a big stress of streaming. And everyone asks you, what are you going to do in 5 years, 10 years? And we're like, dude, we don't know. But we hope to be doing some form of content creation because this is obviously like what we're freaking passionate about.
This is what we really enjoy doing.
Yeah, pros, cons. There's a lot of pros and a lot of cons, but it's obvious. It's all worth it in the end.
Every job definitely has a ton of pros and cons. As a lot of people say, it's just what has the more pros that outweigh the cons. Everyone's different. A lot of people look at us and they're like, I could never be a streamer.
Oh yeah. Like, how do you do it? How do you talk to people online? And don't you get stressed? Yes, we do.
Sometimes I wonder that too.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
you know,
it's harder than it looks. Let's just say that.
It's harder than it freaking looks. Oh.
I hit a soft spot over you. And then being discredited, like for like, like people come in, they're like, what the hell? How can she do this full time? Why do you guys support her?
Like people watch her.
What is she doing?
Not even good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just sit there and you don't know what to say because you're so tilted because of something or other.
You might be tilted because somebody called you ugly.
Is that a sore spot? You keep on bringing that up.
People do like straight up come in and say, you're uglier than blank.
Yeah.
Like, or like, why do you even watch her? She's not that cute. And I'm like, okay. People watch me because I'm good at games. Yeah, but I mean, it's hard work, you know?
It's harder than it seems.
It's hard,
Every job is, making money is hard, no matter what you do, right?
We take it really seriously, and
very seriously.
We put all...
We're always thinking about you guys, even... No, I'm serious.
Oh, okay.
I'm serious. Like, I was gonna say, like, even when we're not live, we're always thinking...
Okay, sorry, I wasn't sure when you stopped the sarcasm.
Even when we're not streaming, we're always thinking about things that we can do for you guys, videos we can make for you guys, things on stream we can do for you guys. That's why when people ask me how long my work weeks are as a streamer, how much time is put into streaming, I literally tell them it's a full life job. 24/7. Even my dreams are about streaming. I swear to God.
We don't have that like, oh, we're done with work, time to just go home, watch TV. We get off work and we are still like
constantly talking.
Messages, like keeping up with
social media. Oh, social media takes so much time.
That could be a full-time job in itself, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Companies literally hire people to do their social media.
Yeah, but it's not like a walk in the park.
It's not.
It's not a walk in the park.
It's not.
Okay. You're making fun of me now because I'm congested.
a lot of viewers, a lot of you guys like going back to streamers with the confidence that they're taking this seriously, that they'll be back for you guys and they're not gonna just, you know, peace out one day. So it's kind of like, you know, if you don't take it seriously, you're not gonna be a full-time streamer for long.
Yeah, being a full-time streamer is way different than just like, oh, I'm just casually doing this. It's
so different.
It's a commitment, yeah.
And the transition is a totally different video.
Yeah, that's honestly, we can make a video in itself.
Legit good luck. If I had to go through the transition between hobby streaming and full-time streaming again, I don't know if I could even do it again.
Yeah, that one's bad.
Oh, that's so hard.
Oh, it's hard.
Stay tuned for one of those videos though.